Hey guys, Sunstreaker Wozza here. Welcome back to another Thursday live stream where, yes, as always, we're going to be covering the most important and biggest news in Transformers Earth Wars. So, plenty to go through today. So, the legacy batch of the new buff bots, I'm not sure what to call them yet. They're pretty much finalized now with Nosecon being the last bot. We've been doing some last minute changes even today. Make some last minute changes because there was a few bugs and things that didn't work right. So even things that are in the newsletter aren't quite correct. So we're going to be talking a bit about that today, going through the process, our thought process of why we've done what we've done. And I hope that you guys can look at this bot and say, you know what, actually, yeah, done a pretty decent job of that between the play testers. And hopefully go for this bot this coming week coming up, or next week even. But yeah, we're going to be talking a bit about that. We're going to talk about another bot that we've tried to buff and our thought process behind that as well. I obviously made a big deal about choosing Skydive. I said to Dale, there's no point in this. It's quite ridiculous. Skydive's a good bot. We should be focusing our efforts on weaker bots, bots that aren't getting used as much, and bots that we know, heart on heart, we know these are poor. And so yes, Dale did decide to drop that bot. He said, yeah, I kind of get what you're going with that. And he's chosen a new bot. So yeah, we're going to be taking a look at that. We're also going to be looking at the new shop that SpaceSafe have opened literally today, I think it is. Hopefully coming to the game next week, so we'll be going through that and the changes that have been made and how that works, etc. And then obviously going for some war attack like I always do. I might even do a live war attack just to help you guys sort of beat certain bases, talk about my decision making, why I attack the way I do, why I even choose the bots that I've chosen, and going through how I sort of attack that base and the reason behind that and the best sort of ways to hit it. So yeah, loads to talk about in stream. So apologies you didn't get a notification. I've been sort of playing with a few things. So to give you a bit of a backstory then quick. So YouTube have changed the way they monetize streams. So back in the day, what would happen was I would do my stream. And so the stream wasn't monetized, so to speak, there's no adverts. And so it wasn't monetized. And then as soon as I'd finished my stream, anyone that watched it afterwards, it would be monetized. So my money started going down. I was like, why is this? I'm not too sure. And they changed a few settings. And one of the settings they changed is that when I start my stream, they were asking me if I want to monetize it. And I think you might remember a few weeks back, maybe a couple months ago, that when I did a stream, I started getting adverts during the stream. People complained about it. I was like, right, okay, I don't want adverts during my stream, but I want them on the replays. So I'm still making a bit of money off whatever it is off the replay. But now basically what the choice is either to have adverts during my stream and it be monetized afterwards, or not monetized during my stream and not monetized afterwards, or do my stream, unlist it, then monetize it, then make it public. And I thought that's probably the best way to do it, really. So I'm not getting adverts during the stream. But sadly, with that setting, what it's done is it's made my stream unlisted. So only people with a link got a notification for it. So I quickly sort of changed it around. I think some people got a notification eventually, but now I'm sort of in a conundrum of, how do I monetize the stream part without putting adverts in the stream. So I'm still sort of messing with it. So I don't think you'll get any adverts during the stream today because I haven't monetized it yet. But apologies, and I'll have to sort it out afterwards. Been a bit of messing about really. But now you know the reason why things have been going on behind the scenes. It's not really a good move for YouTube. It worked before, fine, and I'm not too sure what they've done. I think it was just to literally put adverts in streams for those that wanted it. But yeah, I'm not too happy with the change, but it is what it is. So yeah, there you know. Now you know why, guys. Okay, let's have a look who we've got in the stream. So we've got Jason Roller, we've got Penny Lancaster, we've got Tiny T, we've got E-Rods, we've got Osvaldo Rojo. Thanks for joining. We've got Stinger 240 SX. Good to see you, Stinger. And as always, big shout out to my members for supporting me. Big thank you, honestly. Mercenary Terror as well. We've got Swoop, how's it going? Hellraiser, Master Ninja, Another of my members, Dojack and Grind Time as well. Don't forget, guys, that these are, little emblems next to their name sort of gives you an idea on how long I've been a member for. So Grind Time, been a member for 2 years. It's incredible. Dojack, Penny Lancaster for a year plus. Stingers, fairly new member. So yeah, big shout out to you guys. Who else have we got? We've got Pietro Ripardo, I think. How's it going, buddy? Good to see you. Lord Avix as well. D-Deck76, Matt Pole. We've got... Oh, it skips ahead. We've got Ricky Lau, Tony B as well. We've got Joseph Trillo. We've got Action Whale as well. Good to see you in playtest as well, buddy. Hope you're enjoying it. Seen a bit behind the scenes. We've got Mario Zambiano. And I'll answer any questions. So if you have got any questions, put them in the chat, guys. I will gladly answer them. Any questions I can. Jamie Carpenter as well. We've got Stanley Michael Teng. How's it going as well? Cool. Good to see you all. So just to go back to Mario Zambiano's question. So he put, hey man, last week you said you was worried Dale was being ambitious with the legacy batch. Do you think he did bad? Well, we'll cover this shortly. It's not that he did bad, but for me, he's done actually a pretty good job, to be fair to him. But for me, I wanted to get these batches out, really quickly. Not rush them, but get them out quick and move on to the next one and move on to the next one. And let's get all these bots working, and get them, buffed and better. And I just thought that the nose cone thing was going to be a lot longer than what it was. And like I said, even now we're sort of working it. So Grimlock was very quick. Even that was quite a big project. Grimlock was very quick. Slash was very quick. Done within a few days. It's very easy to go with these bots. Listen, and we try to say, listen, when we're doing these bots, Nose Cone and Grimlock were a bit of a one on their own in a way. But with these batches, we're not going to start really changing classes and giving them a new ability. It's how can we make the bot as it is right now just better? Is it making it, give it some sort of healing? Is it, well, I'll talk about this in a minute, but some sort of healing, more DPS, more health, make it faster, make it slower. It's tweaking those numbers within what they've got already. It's not, let's take away that ability and give it something else. But for me, and it's a bit of a joke now in playtests, because I say it all the time, we just seem to go, give it acid, give it a shield. That's the answer for everything. If it lacks a bit of damage, it's, oh yeah, give it acid. And if it lacks some survivability, give it a shield. And it's just getting boring now. It's like, come on, guys. Let's think outside the box a bit. Let's not think about shields. And when we talk about this bot in a minute, the one that was chosen, or the one that SpaceX have chosen, which I think is a good choice, to be fair. When we talk about that, I'll explain that, the first thing we said was, let's not give it a shield. Before we even talk about anything else, let's just eradicate that from the table. Forget shields now. Let's think about something else outside the box. Some good ideas, actually. So yeah, there's some good ideas out there. We just need to think outside the box a bit more. So I don't think he's made any bad choices, so to speak. But I would rather have. I think Nose Cone was maybe a bad choice at the time. I think with the way the endurance is right now, the individual endurance right between an endurance event and right in between Black Friday, which was obviously one of the biggest times of the year where we spend on bundles, things like that, right before Christmas, over Thanksgiving. I just think it's really poor timing. I would have rather have done 5 easy bots, got them out the way. Dale got a bit of experience in doing these things. Because speaking to Dale, even if I did learn a lot in the last week, but just doing some little tweaks, and then maybe next January, February, then concentrating on Nose Cone. And even just say, listen, guys, we are going to do Nose Cone. It's in the pipeline. So it's not a bad thing that he's done Nose Cone, but it has took quite a while. There's a lot of back and forth, a lot of talk about it. And even now, there's a bit of balancing to be done, even now, I think. So, a lot of things to be done. A lot of things have been done, and there were some big changes and a lot of disparity in the playtest and what we thought. But again, we'll talk about that a bit later. But yeah. Any more questions? Action Wells put my record was 48k free to play this last event. But I sold my soul for those points. Yeah, listen, people don't realize that, you know, when you're even free to play, even playing, these 80 and 90k events, it's time consuming, guys. It really is. Yeah, it's hard. Um, Mercenary Turns put, I got 17k last week. That's the highest I can get, but doesn't seem bad for HQ 15. It's not too bad. It's pretty good. Um, do I think Drill Horn is war material? Well, we'll talk about that when we talk about Drill Horn. We'll come to it, but yeah. And any thoughts on the individual endurance? We'll talk about that as well when we come to Drill Horn, aka Nose Cone. Mario Zambiano's put, it's crazy. A community manager is doing a legacy batch. It's like devs don't care, so Dale did it. Not exactly right. What I think is, I think Dale wants to get into developing. I think he wants to get into that side of things. But obviously, the route to that is to start off doing smaller things and build up. And so he's still a community manager. He still oversees everything. But I think that in his own time, he's sort of done these bots. So it's not like he's going away from his normal duties, to be fair to him. He's put a lot of effort into this. And kudos to him. And I've always said this, that I think this game would have been dead and buried a lot longer time ago than where it will be if Dale wasn't on board doing these things. So big kudos to him. He does care about the game a lot. But yeah, it's all well and good saying we should have a dev doing this, but we've been saying that for 5 years and it's not happened. So it's good that it's actually happened. So kudos to Dale, Penn Lancaster, I like the individual. I can't even talk tonight. I like the individual endurance, so I don't have to merc and move around. It's a good point. Yeah, we can still war and everything like that, can't we? Candyman, has there been any talk about buffing the shark attack battle boost? No, but they did say a good few months ago now, a good few months ago, that they were going to look at buffing the boosts. And they need to. I think, as today, I would rather bring out a Mark IV rather than just buffing the boost. Just bring out Mark IV and everyone chase it with new ones. It's fine. But yeah, bring out a Mark IV. It's even more powerful. Jason Roller, how much better is Grimlock? We'll go through them again. I'll show you anyway. I don't mind. Chris Taylor's put, what is a good individual score for HQ 14? Please, I'm fairly new and not sure if I'm doing well. Well, to give you an idea, my kid was HQ 14 and he was doing about 10 to 12k in an event. And that was hard going. He played a lot and I pushed him. So, yeah, still pretty good. Master Ninja's put, does acid work on defense? Yes, it does. Much to the annoyance of a lot of attackers. But yes, it does. Cool. Alright, let's go into the news, guys, and we can answer more questions. So if you've got any more questions, put them in the chat while I'm going through the newsletter, and we can talk a bit about that after as well. So, bar week, grana week, ninny bong. This weekend's event is the Rust Never Sleeps. So when we talk about Rust, what's going to be the new bot, this endurance? At the end of the saga. Well, I think they're not actually doing an endurance event this saga. It's been weird one, isn't it? A bit strange. Because it's around Christmas time, New Year's, so I'm not sure they're doing it one. I don't think they're doing one at all. Bit of a weird one. But Rust Never Sleeps. But interesting. I always like to read in between these sort of names and, I think of Cosmic Rust when I think of that. But what does that mean? I don't know. But yeah, this weekend's event is an individual totalizer. It's just 10k. It's nice and easy. And it's just some 4-star shards, 3-star shards, prem shards, some XP, some spark, and alloy, and energon. Nice, chilled out event. Nice and easy. Don't be buying too many big bundles, guys, because it does finish at 10k. Normal battle zones apply, and then game updates and information. We have some new news. We have some new news and a few things that the team has been working on in the background. Rook and Vortex. So these are the new skins coming with this Saga's Cyber Pass. And G2 Rook and G2 Vortex. And if you were playing it saying like, why not Blot and why not, Dust Up. And I kind of get that. I don't know why they didn't match them up, but there's got to be a reason for this choice. It just seems to me like they're sort of trying to complete combiners now with these G2 skins. So what are they doing? Is it going to be a G2 combiner skin? Is it a whole new combiner somehow? Very strange. I'm not too sure where they're going with this, but it's obvious something is happening with combiners and these G2 looks. Because it's no coincidence that every single bot now is a combiner bot. So something is definitely happening. Don't know what though. We'll find out soon enough, I'm sure. But yeah, the normal point supply for the Battle Pass. And then we just talk about Legacy Batch 1. So it puzzled me to call it Legacy Batch 1 because Legacy Batch 1 is the 5-star batch of, silver and things like that. So I don't know what to call it, but yeah. Legacy Batch 1 anyway. So Nose Cone and Drillhorn, which we'll take a look at. Grimlock and Razorclaw, which we'll take another look at as well. Slash and Ripper Snapper, which I'm very happy with. Trailbreaker and Exhaust are not on the test server, sadly. They are on the test server, but we've had a bit of a nightmare. So the VFX are not on the test server, but they've gone to live before they've actually gone to test because they were working on it behind the scenes when it's gone live. So it's actually in the game right now. And I've asked a few people that have used it, what do they think, and they're really happy with it. I'm really happy with the range. So if you've tried Trailbreaker in game in the last few days, let me know how do you feel about the shield, because we haven't exactly tested the range. We said we want bigger range, it should cover your bots. And next thing we knew, it was in the game. So we've not actually really tested it, but we've told them what we want. So let us know. But coming from these screenshots, it looks really good now, and I'm quite impressed with how it works. So yeah. And then Hover and Lockdown is to be confirmed. I didn't know actually it was in there. But that is the bot we are working on currently. And we're going to be talking a bit about that later on and what we are considering and what I've asked for and the pros and cons. And then the new store obviously has been sort of, suggested, but we are going to take a look at it tonight. Then obviously go and check out all your content creators, guys, as usual. And then we have a 9-week saga to get us right through. So yes, obviously the new bots are in early Jan. And I was talking to Dale about something else. I can't say too much about this. I've been sworn to secrecy, but I like to give you guys a bit of a, sometimes a bit of a heads up. And he has told me of a bot coming in February, March next year, and I'm really excited for this bot. When he told me who it was, I was like, wow, that's going to be really good. It's a really good bot coming, a G1 favourite. That's all I will say. Coming soon, guys. Cannot wait for it. So that could be really, really cool. I don't think it'll be this January one. I think it'll be the one after that, so 8 weeks after that. So probably beginning of March. And I said, I'm hoping I'm off for that. It'd be a cool one. But it'd be interesting to see what they do with it as well. Because, yeah, cannot wait. Then Community Corner, some cool pictures and stuff. Then we've got Hot Rod and Nemesis Prime. I didn't even know this. But they fixed a healing bug that when their ability is active, combats weren't healing them. Didn't even know. The special targeting has been fixed. It was a bit fiddly. When you pressed the targeting of the invincibility, it was going to the wrong bot sometimes. I think there was some bots that you couldn't make invincible for some reason. But it seems to have fixed that, which is pretty, really cool. Cool. And that is the news. Let's see if there's any questions. Does Vortex complete the Combaticon G2 skins? I'm not too sure. Because we don't have Decepticon combiners, it's hard for me to know even what bots have got G2 skins for now. Especially on the con side. I'm not too sure. Yeah. But like you said, Stinger, combiner skins next? I don't know. Something. I don't know. We did ask combiner skins back in the day, didn't we? Yeah. Cosmic Rust Battle Boost, Candyman's reckons. Maybe. Hey, Chris Lewis, good to see you again, buddy. I like it. Good to see you. Oh, Master Ninja's put Scattershot doesn't work on defense. Acid abilities, I'm not too sure about. I know acid combats do. I know Nightstick works and Fracas works on defense. I'm not too sure if Skids and Knockout work on defense. I think they do. I'm not too sure. I'd have to go and check that one out. But yeah, if you say so, then yeah, I'd probably presume that you know better than me if you tried it. But yeah, it might be worth putting a ticket in for that. Still got a cough. Does the Trillos but love the bigger range of the shield is putting out, protecting the Autobots, and I like using the shield as a weapon. As a weapon? Really? I don't know. As a weapon? It doesn't do damage, doesn't it? Does it reflect damage? I can't remember. You know what? I've not even used Trailbreak. It's quite low level on my account, so you're better than me even. But yeah, I'm glad you like it. Penny Lancaster reckons Beachcomber. Well, maybe not. Carnage Mac. All right. By the way, did they finish the Constructicons G2 skins? I don't think they have. I think there's one missing still. I think from what I've been told. Lord Avik says Beachcomber as well. There was a lot more G1 bots missing than Beachcomber, guys. Oh yeah, I do love Beachcomber. No, let's be honest though. I do love Beachcomber, but there's a lot of G1 bots I like. I like any G1 bot. As soon as they say they're releasing a G1 bot, I'm happy. What annoys me more than anything is when they go, "We're releasing this bot," and you go, "Who's that?" I did that for Star Saber. I'm not gonna lie. When they released Star Saber, I was like, "Who is that? I've never heard of that in my life." So yeah, I like him now. Obviously, I've got into a bit and know him. But any G1 bot, you know, there's loads of them G1 bots to work on. So yeah. Yeah, Jason Rose, but Mixed Master doesn't have one yet. So yeah. Jason Rowland Vortex completes it. Oh, interesting. Robert C4, KO and Skids work on defense. Yeah, I thought so as well. Yeah, I thought so. Penny Lancaster put Bone Crusher as the last G2 skin. And Vortex does complete G2 Bruticus. Or Mixed Master, you mean? Cool. Alright, let's get in the game and let's have a look at some of these new bots. Actually, on my live account, which needs to change over to test. I've not actually been told who the con version is going to be of this bot, though, actually, so that'd be interesting. Well, that's a G1 bot as well. That'd be pretty cool. Who would I like? I'd like to see Sunstorm. That's what I'd like to see. Yeah. I'd like to see Sunstorm. Does that give away who the bot version is? Maybe not. Trying to think of all the cons now to try and change subject. But yeah. Cool. All right, let's have a look at some of these bots. So let's clear this. Let's put them in. So let's put Where's Grimmy? Oh, don't. So my test account glitched out and started crashing, and so Dale had to take all my bots away and put my live server back onto the test account. So there's a lot of bots that I don't have, and so do you want me to level 4-star Grimlock and show you how good he is, or would you rather me not bother? Because I've got a level in him, all from level 55 or something. You want me to level him? I don't mind leveling him. It means you guys got to sit here and watch me level a bot. Just by doing this, just by using XP, by using these. Pen Lancaster, but might as well. Yeah. As long as you guys don't mind me sitting here doing this. You get to see how you have to level a bot on the test server. It's not as all as what's the word? Magical as it sounds. Okay. Let's level Grimlock. Let's find Grimlock. Where is Grimlock? We actually good to use the 4-star because I've actually used the 4-star yet in testing. You can use the 5-star, so it'll be pretty good. Where's Grimlock? I definitely got 4-star Grimlock, so where is he? Because he's not a special bot anymore, that's why. He's a warrior now. Come on, you know this. Okay, people don't mind, so let's just level Grimlock up then. I know, Action Whale, I know. I was looking under special, just from habit. And this is how we level on the test server. If only it was this easy, eh? Just buy him from batch 1. I'd start leveling though. I'd still have to level him. You can tell I've done this quite a few times. That was the worst. Is when you go on your live account to do something on test and then start using your own cybercoins or your own XP. Done that a couple of times and had to get Dale to revert it from me. A couple of times I've done that and I've gone, I don't matter, leave it. When I like sort of level the bot to build to 11 or something, I'm like, it's not too bad. I'll use it anyway. But when I've like bought Energon for cybercoins, I'm like, no, I'll take them back, thank you. That's ridiculous. Pinlancaster back in 15 when he's ready. You gotta think though, this is the sort of work that you don't see because I'm behind the scenes. Each time we get these new bots, we've got to level it from level 6, that's level 165. So you wonder like why we don't show the 5-star and the 4-star. Sometimes it's because we have to level the 5-star and the 4-star. Back in the day, it was only about 10 testers, and we used to get them leveled up. But then the apes were like, we don't have the time. Too many testers nowadays. That's not a dig saying that. I'm just saying there's too many testers for them to level all the bots. GRX TV, it's a test server, buddy. It's a test server. It's not linked to the game. It's just so I can do this, so I can show you guys these things. That's all it is. Well, there are 5 more seekers available for the cons. Who would match up with them? Oh, I don't know. Oh, too short. Oh. Thanks for the heads up, Stinger. Good point. Go and get if we've got his G1, that is. Oh. How do you get flu 3 times in the space of 6 weeks? I literally have. One more. There we go. Candyman, they should bring in an option where you can exchange resources. They're actually thinking about that, actually. They are. I'm always sitting on 15 million alloy and next to nothing in Energon. Even if they only give you half back, I'd be happy with that. They are thinking about that, actually. It is something in the works, I think. Nothing official. But they sort of asked Yanis, and he's sort of like, maybe. So, I think it's something I'm considering, but we're way off that yet, I think. Carby, that sounds like you haven't recovered from your original flu. No, I think it did. But it came back again. I don't know. It's just something going on. Okay, where's Grim? Where's Grimmy? And of course his G1 is that low, is it? I'm just going to level his G1 down here. I'm not going looking for it. Doesn't look right in blue though, does it? Does that mean Dale was watching the stream and just gave me Grimlock's call? That was very freaky. Dale, if you're watching, then please just say hello in the chat because that's a bit creepy. That. it's like Dale's watching and going, there you go, Wozza. like God's hand. Action, well, I didn't have his G1 when I tried to just go and ask for it. You can go and ask for it. There's a special chat for it, request chat. You can go and ask for it. It does take a day or two though for them to get to all the requests. But yeah. G1 or Crown better? Definitely G1. Just to give you an idea as well, guys. I don't like the Crown at all. Grimlock's Crown's quite awful, which is sad really, but it is. So obviously the this one increases special ability damage by 15.5% and generates a shield which absorbs 40% of all damage. So absorbs and increases damage. Whereas the Crown, it will go to go, that's all I've got. Increased ability damage and movement speed. But you don't want to make him faster, do you? Want to make him slower because he was too fast before. So yeah, definitely not the Crown. Definitely his G1 is better. They should change his Crown actually. Thanks for subscribing, Thomas Rook, as well. Much appreciated if you're there. Cool. Will they buff the Crown? You never know. Who knows? Cool. Grimlock. Dale's definitely watching. I presume it's Dale, but yeah, definitely. It's quite funny. Cool. Let's have a look. So we'll have a look at Grimlock. Put Grimlock in, and then we can put who else could we put in? We can put Hoffer in as well, and we can put who else have we buffed? Slash. We can find Slash if we can find her. There's Slash. Trailbreaker. There's no point. He's still the same. And obviously we've got Nose Cone as well. I think that is everyone, if I'm not wrong. Cool. Cool. We're gonna go hard mode. Finally, as always, we've got these bots maxed out, so we're gonna go to the max level of the game. And I get people sometimes saying to me, "Wozza, why don't you show some lower content?" It's because I play at the hardest level of the game. So when I play at the hardest level of the game, I want bots to be able to work at the hardest level of the game, and that's how I balance them around my experience in the game. And it's quite hard for me to balance a bot based on something that I don't play in. So if you would say to me, "Oh, what's a good Gold League bot?" Then I'm sort of guessing a bit. If I'm honest with you, I presume a lot of AOE bots. Exactly, but I notice like a lot of lower level players don't use healers, whereas I think you need to at my level of the game. So it's a different sort of game once you get to the higher levels, especially with the increase in effects of DPS and HP and how one shots aren't as relevant anymore. So the game does change as you progress. So it's a bit hard for me to sort of say like or 4-star level 55, 60 can we do this because I'm fighting against a maxed out base. So all I can say to you guys is listen, if you get a bot and you level it and do really well with it, this is what it will do at the top level game, which means it'll probably be relevant for a lot longer. I don't want to say to you guys, oh, this 4-star is really good. HU 16, 17, and when you get to HU 18, it's absolutely rubbish. And you're like, I wish Wozza would not have told me that because now I've got to find a new bot. At least you know that the bots that I say are good, you can invest in knowing that they are good, even when you get to HQ 18. So, yeah. Wozza reload. I love the 5-star read. Thanks, Dale. Everyone's saying reload. Like, what are you on about? Reload. Thanks, Dale. Appreciated. Stop talking and reload. Let's have a go. New legacy coming soon, G-Lockers asked. Yeah, I presume so. It depends. It depends on the feedback from this one. I mean, I can't see anyone, thinking badly of this batch. Thanks, Dale. Appreciate it. You got to think that we're buffing these bots, and even if they're not buffed to how you would like them, and maybe not as much you would like them, they're still better than what they were, regardless. And if you don't like that and you're gonna kick off about it and complain about it, then we just won't buff any bots. That's a solution, isn't it? So don't be too harsh, guys. But listen, nothing wrong with saying, nothing wrong with saying, you buff this bot. I still think it needs more. Nothing wrong with saying that, but I don't think so. I think it's doing really well. Base trial. Cool. We've got Grimlock. Let's go. Hey, yours truly 321 Dash. How's it going? Good to see you. It's been a long time, buddy. I do remember you. I do remember that name. Good to see you, buddy. So has it been a long time? Are you new back to the game? Are you? Is it because I've changed my stream time because of daylight savings? I think. Or is daylight savings caught up in the US now? I'm not even too sure. I give up around this time of year trying to catch up with times of stream and stuff. But good to see you. Okay, cool. We'll catch up with the chat again. So let's have a look at Grimlock in action. So last time we tested Grimlock, it was a bit of a bug where he was shielding defenses around him. I hope it's been fixed. I think it has, but so you see there, rushes in, still does good damage to walls. Let's test him against Twin Twist, see how he does. So you see there, he's doing alright. He's doing alright. He's surviving Twin Twist. That's good. This is how I imagine Pipe should do, though. Pipe's sort of invincible, but for me, I don't want to say too much of Dale's in the chat, but, it's just to lose some health, but still be alright. Master Ninja, you took out the G1. Did I? No, I took out the G1. I'm pretty sure this is the 5-star. You're making me nervous now. Oh no, there's the shields back. That's a PT bug. Oh, it's alright then. It's not too bad. But yeah, you can see the great survivability of Grimlock now. Not a glass cannon anymore. Actually, stands the test of time. Just make sure it was the 5-star showing there. No, it's the 4-star. Wow. 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 Let's go give him the 5-star then. That was the 4-star. I tell you what, after seeing that and me thinking it was the 5-star and it was actually the 4-star and you're not impressed with that, then go home. There we go. Through the walls, smashes walls as he goes. Walls gone. I'm impressed. I like it. I'm impressed. I think this is balanced perfectly. Don't think it's too cheap. Don't think it's too expensive. I think he does last as long as he should. I think that he does enough damage now. I know he did a lot more damage before, but there's no point in that because he died. So I'm a lot happier with Grimlock now than what he was. Obviously, he hit a mine then. That's why I couldn't use him again when he died. And obviously, going to battle, I would not use him so recklessly. That's just throw him in anywhere. But yeah, really happy with Grimlock. I think he's absolutely brilliant. Great move. It's exactly what we wanted. Was making him a warrior, and I think he's up there now with some of those bots. Like Optimus Prime, that are, the iconic figures, and even Bumblebee. I was glad when they give Bumblebee a buff and give him the ability 11 and stuff like that. Very, very good bots. Next up, we've got Slash. Stinger, can we make Scattershot a gunner now? Grim as a warrior. I don't think we're going to do many class changes. It does cause some issues in the game, I believe, but I'm not too sure. But I don't think we're looking at class changes on the whole. I think Grimlock was a one-off, really. I think we're just looking at tweaks, like I said earlier. So Vincent's brought a good point up there. If you've got Pipes, does Grimlock still get to play? Pipes is better. I'm not going to lie. I'm not going to mince my words and try and kid you guys. Pipes is still better. Would I run Pipes and Grim? Maybe. If I was chasing Pipes and I couldn't get him and I saw a few pulls left to get him and I had Grimlock, would I use Grim instead? Yeah. It's still a viable option. Is it good as Pipes? No. Would I waste 4 5-star pulls or 5 or 3 5-star pulls to get Pipes if you had 5-star Grimlock? Maybe not. Same with Ironhide. I rate Pipes over Ironhide, but if I had 5-star Ironhide and not Pipes, I might not be too bothered to get him as much. So yeah. So Slash. So Slash's range is absolutely incredible now. So we're gonna put Slash up there. It's gonna check that outpost. But look at this. Look, she can nearly get that top section up there. I think it's gonna be Twin Twist is gonna kill her. But the range now on Slash is absolutely incredible. Why is Slash being targeted by a Twin Twist but not damaged? That's weird. Good for me, but look, so you can see it now. She can get into position a lot easier. Normally she'd have to hit here and then get up there. But because of that range increase now and the cost decrease gets her in range a bit better. Don't know how she died there. What's the killer there? That was very weird. Let's have another go without Twin Twist. I'm trying to move the outpost over a bit so I can be getting range. That was weird. It seemed like she died from nothing. Unless it was reflect from the defenses. I don't know. Weird. Let's have a look. But yeah, I think the cost decrease helped a bit. The big one is the range because it takes so many jumps for it to get near the HQ that you just run out of points eventually. But no, I like it. I like what's done to her. Can we get him in range? Yep, see? Look, see? I like that. Look, see? She can finally get in range of some defences up there now. I know she's hit the wall, which I'm planning getting around here now. I don't care. I want to hit that wall, actually. I want to stay up there as long as possible. So I've kept Megatronus on Slash instead of the G1. Not a big fan of the G1, if I'm honest. So let's just bring it up there. I think you need 3 ability points, 3 abilities to kill the HQ. Maybe 4 even. You've really got to keep your points at a minimum. See, so it's not as easy as killing a HQ 18 with Slash. Could some bases be slashed? Yeah, I think so with the HQ up front if you're very careful with points. And I mean, very careful. And I know that the apes are not really happy about people being able to slash bases. But with the amount of HP that the HU18's got, and you're needing maybe 4 abilities to kill it, it's not easy, guys. It's very, very difficult. I mean, I was trying it in test, and it was so difficult. So it's not massively OP. I think in zone 15, it makes her absolutely amazing. Maybe even zone 16 at a push, maybe not. But it does make her a lot more viable. It does make her have a possibility. I think if it's just 5+2, there'd be a better chance, maybe. But I'll settle for 6+2. It's not too bad. I've only got level 6 wind strike on. So there are ways you could improve this and make it a bit better for to maybe slash bases. But it's going to be very, very difficult. And I think that's where it should be. I think a good leveling bot, really good in zone 15, will solo most zone 15 bases because of the range she's got. She only needs 2 abilities to take down a HQ 17. So I think viable for lower players, viable for leveling. And yeah, really, really impressed with the slash change. I think it's exactly what we wanted and everything we've sort of asked for. The apes have really listened. So really, really impressed. So I did say earlier on there was one bot we haven't looked at yet, we haven't touched upon, but we have started talking about in test. And that bot is Huffer. Now, a lot of talk about Huffer in the chat. About what he's good at, what he's bad at, what he should keep, what he should lose. So I think we all sort of agreed that because of melee bot, he struggles. But that's not just a Huffer thing, that's a melee bot thing. I think that's just something we need to address at another time. And I have said previously that for me, how I would differentiate the melee bots between the warrior bots. The warrior bots are there for HP and to distract defenses. For me, special bots aren't for that. Special bots for me should be melee bots but high damage. You're talking Star Saber, you're talking Elita. So for me, when I think of Huffer, it does need some sort of survivability, I agree. But it doesn't want that pipe shield, doesn't need that. It's not a warrior. So for me, the other option is high damage. That's the way I see these sort of special bots going when they get buffed. So obviously the easy route is just buffing the laser. Now I did some tests with the laser. And in fact, I'm going to show you. So we've got Huffer here, so we're just going to drop him down here. Now just take note on how long the laser lasts for when I put it down. There's not millions of defenses around him. It's not like I'm putting it into a massive kill box. I'm just going to put it there like this. And watch how long it lasts. There you go. 3 ability points, what? 2 seconds? 5 ability points? 2 seconds. And again, there's not much near it. There's one beam. Let's put it away from the beam laser. Let's put another cannon down here. See how long it lasts. There we go. Put it down near 2 cannons. That cannon's not even hitting it. So 1 cannon is took it out in 5 seconds. So it's not just Huffer's survivability. It's survivability of the laser. Now, we talked about the health of the laser. Someone said maybe give it what Chromia's Shock Tower has. But the problem with that is that Chromia's Shock Tower stuns defenses, so it has more survivability within itself. So these lasers need a lot more than that. And I sort of got towards saying, why don't we just make it a bit like Minerva's Tower, make it untargetable. So when you put it down, it can't die. And then balance damage around that. Because if you look at Huffer's laser, on paper, lasting 45 seconds is a long, long time. When it has 73% of your damage, I mean, it is only 500 damage per second. When I sort of put this up against a turret, it took like 10, 12 seconds to kill a turret. So it needs a damage boost, it needs a health boost. So straight away I went to double that damage and make it untargetable, so it can't die. But someone brought up a good point. They said, but it pops outposts. I was like, what? They said, yeah. Huffer's turret pops outposts. And I think I remember doing this and it working like this. But it's been that long since I've actually used Hover. I just forgot. So we could drop Hover down here. We can send his laser up there. It's got in the wrong place because it hit the shark. There we go. But the problem is that because the laser doesn't last long at all, the bots then just attack your bots. So the abilities that you're trying to negate by popping an outpost with a Rook Hollow or RC Hollow, that's not working. But then we can't have an indestructible defense popping outposts. So my sort of discussion was, well, why don't we stop it popping outposts? A lot of the testers were saying, but it's always done that, so it should. And I said, yeah, but that's not how it was designed. I'm not having it for 1 minute. That Space Ape sat there in designing this and gone, let's create a laser that pops outposts. I don't think they did that for 1 minute. When you think of the laser's primary use, the primary use is to do damage. It's a laser. If it wasn't a laser, you could argue either way, but they've made it a laser. So the laser's primary use is to do damage. So that's how it should be. It should do damage. Now, me personally, let me know in the chat what you guys think. If you had a choice between it popping outpost but dying quite quickly, or being indestructible but not being able to pop outposts, what would you choose? Because like I said, there's a bit of a discussion about this in playtest and either side. People said, yeah, but there's people that do use it to pop outposts. I was like, yeah, but no one at a decent level will be using it to pop outposts because it dies instantly. So it's maybe lower down players, but they should learn that there's better options than Hover to pop an outpost. And for me personally, if I could get a lot more damage and survivability out of the laser, I would choose that over popping an outpost. So it's a bit of a strange one with Hover at the minute, and we're trying to decide on which route we should go. But I definitely think more damage, more HP to the laser, more survivability to definitely try and last at least close to that 45 seconds that it should. Even if it's invincible for 20 seconds, say, and then it takes damage. But you can see there that that wasn't even a kill box. It was 1 or 2 defenses. And so, you know, even if you double that laser's damage, it's not going to do much. I honestly said that's why I should make it invincible. Because you're going to have to do like 10 times the health or something crazy like that if you want it to survive. And obviously it is balancing it around making it not too OP. Should it last 45 seconds if you do make it massively more, do more damage? Who's to know? But right now, that's sort of where we're at with Hover. We have talked about survivability, and like I said, the first thing I said was please no one say a shield. First thing. Secondly, don't say acid. So it was actually me and Freezes were talking about this and about some sort of life steal. I said a reju on how much damage it does or something, a percentage. So and I said that, you know, it'd be good to be able to drop Hover down and use the lasers as distractions for when you're leveling. And when you couple that with a G1 core maybe that heals him or gives a life steal, that will keep him alive as well. And you can actually use him to level in zone 15, hopefully. That's the dream, because not just for a warbot, but obviously to make it, you know, be able to level with people that are interested in wars. So that's sort of our ideas on where we're going for it. Hopefully buffing the laser, hopefully buffing the HP of the laser as well. And in terms of Hover, hopefully have a plan to give him some sort of G1 core to increase survivability. So it's going to be interesting what we do with Hover. I'll keep you updated. The only way you can keep updated, guys, is obviously by subscribing to the channel and never missing another stream. So make sure you subscribe, guys. Hit that subscribe button, hit that notification bell, and you'll get all the updates on all these new bots. Let's have a look. Yeah, Calvin's put it. Hopper is actually an outpost popper. I would have never played enough with it to know. Exactly, yeah. Master Ninja put 3 lasers at a time, making like no Blastone Diner. That's the problem. So I've even tried that. Vincent, we're looking at Knowles going in a minute after this. Simon Furnos put indestructible. Easy. There's plenty of bots that pop outposts. I did say that as well. I was like, we've got bots that do that. We don't need another one that's not as good as those at that. So, to give you an idea, let's put Hover down. Watch this. Let's put one laser down. Let's put... Now, you'd think putting 5 lasers down, it would be crazy good damage-wise. And you can see there, there's 4 lasers there, and it isn't doing much. And that was what, 30 ability points? And what I said was in test, and it's sort of like some of the figures being thrown around was like, yeah, but he's doing 2,500 DPS. I was like, yeah, but for 30 ability points, imagine if you use skids 4 times. Imagine if you used half shell 4 times, even, or robust, who's quite expensive. Imagine if you use sea spray 4 times. Imagine if you use 6 gun 4 times or 3 times and use 30 ability points. Imagine if you use 30 ability points with those bots and how much damage you would do. It's a hell of a lot more than that. That's the point I'm making. Yes, it is a 4-star. Yes, it is maxed out. But the lasers don't do anywhere near enough damage for me. Alf Transport offers a support bot. You put his lasers behind your tank. Yeah, you can put them behind. No problem with that. But then you're lacking their range as well. They should have, more survivability than just having to put them behind your tanks. Because if you do that, it's fine. But then if you try leveling him, nothing's going to happen. Charlie plays. If we make it untargetable, that's just broadside drones. True. Yeah, it is like broadside drone. I'm not going to lie. It is. Action Wheels put definitely indestructible, not put outpost, and make his price 3+ 0. Well, that's balanced around the damage. Obviously, it does a lot of damage. Then 3+ 0 would be crazy. But I don't want. I also don't want to get into this 3+ 0, 2+ 0 thing because we've started. We don't want to get onto something and go right. Let's do everything with that bot. So if we start this 3+ 0 thing now, every time we get a good bot, we're like, make it 3+ 0, make it 2+ 0. Give it acid, give it a shield. We need to sort of think outside the box a bit more and go like, right, listen, we've done that with a couple of bots now. Let's move on to something different. We can come to that again, but let's not keep suggesting for everything that sort of comes out. Candyman, make Hopper's turret mobile. Well, someone actually said that in playtest that, if you think about it, Bomb Shock for the cons and Red Heat and, combats like that are considered awful, and these lasers do less damage. It's a valid point. If you're not going to use those combats, then why would you use this laser? It's a fair point. I've transport. I love Hoffer and use him a lot. You have to be smart how he's used, without being without being offensive. But what level was that? If you're talking that level, zone 12, 13, then any bot can be good in zone 12 or 13. How is he in zone 15? Solo. How is he in zone 16 in a team? That's what I'd be asking. Tiny T, yeah, it doesn't need to pop ups. Yeah, I've got to agree. I'm not gonna lie. I'm not gonna solo HU17 or something, but a lot of bots do. 6-gun can, Sea Spray can, Optimal can. Trying to pick some melee bots that can. Obviously, Star Saber, Elita can. There's so many bots that can, and for me, that's the benchmark. If they can't solo zone 15, then they're not that good, really. Unless, obviously, it's a healer or a warrior, and they're going to struggle a bit. But special bots should be able to. Chris Harmon suggesting Bayformer stuff, so I'm not even going to read that. Sorry, buddy, but no Bayformers allowed. Vincently make it like Minerva Tower targetable. Yeah, a lot of people saying that. Yeah, and so don't disagree with me, guys. Just because I say it. I know a lot of people don't like, but it's fine. Just don't agree with me just because I say it. Cause I want to get your guys' ideas and your opinions and whether you agree with me or not. If you don't, then I'll go back to the thing. Actually, a lot of guys saying actually keep it as it is. Yeah, Master Ninja like Sharks. Yeah, they died too quick. For Hover, could you set a timed attraction on the turret? Not if it was indestructible. I think that'd be a bit OP, I think. Well, no, because it would distract them, wouldn't I think? I don't know. That's down to balancing, but yeah. Um, Laser respawns every 10 seconds if bot's still alive. No, I think respawning gets a bit giddy, doesn't it? It keeps respawning. Three lasers. I did 5 at a time. What else? Could make the turrets like Sniper Big Daddy. We actually said this. Someone mentioned something about this in the chat. And we said, like, what about if it had range of Big Daddy? And this is actually one of the comments of the week. I can't remember who said the comment, but I thought it was actually really good. And someone actually said, listen, even Big Daddy shouldn't have Big Daddy's range. I was like, that's a fair point. The guy's got a lot of big range. Tony B, I've used C-Spray 4 times, and it's way more damage than those silly lasers. Yeah, exactly. Alpha Transport, not every bot can be an Alpha bot. No, but that's the idea. We're buffing these bots to be relevant again. That's the idea. Not every bot can be an Alpha bot, but every bot should be useful at a decent level. Every bot should be decent in Zone 15 to a degree. Healers can, warriors can't. I understand that because warriors are based around damage. Healers are to heal. That's their job. So I get that. I get you're not going to solo a HQ or Zone 15 with nose cone because he's there to do walls. That's his job. But he should do what he should do well. And if Huffer's job is to do damage with lasers, he should do that well. That's my take on it. Alphatron, you have a rejuven and change his core to what? That's a problem as well. There's no real good core for Huffer either. Bombshell, if he can hack a shock tower. Oh, yeah. So Dale's weighed in. He's put, the dream would be to make Huffer a real mechanic based on lore, raising mini Grimlock ghosts as a cheap one. Oh my god. My god, Dale. Mini Grimlock ghosts. I've heard it all now. But yeah, by law, he creates things. Yeah, I like that. That he does that by law, yeah. Candyman, change Huffer's lasers, beam lasers to MDS style miniguns. So that's what I mean. Like, we can really go to town on changing this bot. We've got to think, like, do we really need to put that much effort into it? We want to get these things out quickly. You know, what's wrong with him? He doesn't survive as much. His lasers don't survive. They don't do enough damage. Let's just concentrate on that, on making them better what he's already got. Survivability we can address with a G1. We'd have to do it right now. Concentrate on lasers. Make them good. Nice and simple. Cool. Make Huffer an MDS. Yeah, right. That's another thing as well. So that's the point as well. This is the reason as well. Oh god, actually, Dale brought that up. The other point that I brought up. Why is it indestructible and not high health? Is because your healers run off and heal them. So if you make them indestructible, then the healers won't heal them. But I don't think they're gonna make it 45 seconds for an indestructible laser. The laser would probably reduce in time, increasing damage to do damage quicker, but be indestructible. So I don't know. It's an interesting one. Like I said, it's an interesting one with a few problems, few solutions. But again, we will keep you updated, guys. Okay, let's have a look at Nose Cone and Drill Horn. So looking at Nose Cone's stats now, so we have him at 70-11. So health is 50,000 health. Wow. And only 328 damage. So he's not there to do damage, guys. He's there to take the hits. Like the likes of Pipes. I'm not saying he's like Pipes, but like Pipes, he's there to take the hits. 1.7 speed, which means he's okay, got a decent speed. But now he's been given that 80% max health shield that Pipes does have. So survivability has gone through the roof for 12 seconds. Then you slowly, keyword there is slowly, maneuver into combat, smashing walls, and he really does, and reflecting 40% of all incoming damage along the way. So you've got a bit of hotspot in there, you've got a bit of pipes in there, and you've got a bit of the old nose cone of killing walls, but now it's just a 3+2. So you've not noticed as well, I do not have a wall buster core on him. You don't need a wall buster core. So watching nose cone. So here is his range. So you can see from the launch pad there, he's got very good range, and you can send him in and look, he does go very slow, killing all the walls along the way. Now there is a slight bug on the test server which is going to affect his survivability, that the shield is not lasting as long as it should. But me and Dale literally have been working all day on this to try and solve it, and we'll talk about that later. So it's a bit hard to, oops, show survivability. I'll try and show them again, guys, and move these claws out of the way to show you. Andrew Stevenson, yes, I will show the 4-star as well. Like I said, it's not a perfect test because the shield's not lasting as long as it should. So in terms of survivability, he will last longer. So on purpose, I'm going to put him on this corner, just actually on this corner just here. And you can see his sort of range because the range between the 5-star and the 4-star is different. So we're going to send him in. And like I said, attracts defenses there, look. And you can see, look, his health is not going anywhere. But imagine this is lasting twice as long. And you see there, it's really opening these walls up. No wall buster core, so you can put Liege on him, you can put something else on him. I wouldn't advise put Megatronus because obviously it has really low HP, DPS, there's no point real. But you can put some sort of core which benefits the rest of your squad in there. Really, really cool. So that's the 5-star. Let's take a look at the 4-star version. Because obviously the 5-star version at 70k is quite expensive. From what I've heard in the chat, some people sort of saying, yeah, but it's old content, and right in between, you know, the endurance and Black Friday and the time around Thanksgiving, a lot of people are saying that they're not going for this 5-star. I did say to Dale, can you try and push 50k? He did actually try and push it, but sadly, I think Hyro was having none of it basically saying, no, we're not doing that for 50k, which is quite sad, really, because a lot of the feedback in my chat was as well. Everyone was saying, you know what, 50k, I'd have to go for nose cone. But at 70k, everyone's like, I think 50k, you could smash it out in 2 days and still have a day off. 70k, it's going to take you most of the weekend, to be fair. So it is what it is. But let's have a look at the 4-star. So we've got the 4-star version. We've got no power core equipped. Anything else? Again, let's take him into battle. So we're going to do the same positioning for not for Hoffa. We're going to do the same positioning for nose cone and check his range. So we'll put him there again. So you see the 4-star range is not quite as far as the 5-star. The 5-star could reach right up to the Spider-Man. The 4-star's range is a bit shorter, but it still does the same job as the 5-star in terms of going through walls. Now, originally, we did try balancing this quite different. Big talking point in playtest, whether the 4-star should go through walls or not. And some people saying that the 4-star version should only go through HQ 17 walls. But in my view, again, I talk about primary jobs. Nose Cone's primary job is to remove walls. So if Nose Cone can't remove walls, he's pretty useless. That's his job. Secondary job is to distract defenses. does that all right, but its the primary use is to kill walls. So if you've got a 4-star version that can't kill max walls, then what's the point in leveling it? You might as well not bother. Is there a disparity between the 4-star and 5-star? Yes, because the shield for the 4-star is only at 60% rather than 80% for the 5-star. So survivability is down. The health of the 4-star is lower than the 5-star, so survivability is down. Less DPS, of course. So the big difference between the 4-star and the 5-star is survivability. How long he is going to last. So for me, the way I look at this is that the 5-star, great against walls, but it's going to survive a lot longer. The 4-star, still great against walls. It's still doing his job, not as effectively staying alive, and that's where the sort of the play comes in. You've also got that the 5-star reflects 40% of all damage, whereas the 4-star only reflects 15%. So there is some disparity between the 4-star and the 5-star. Do I think it's a war bot? I can see a lot of use for this bot in Prime League Wars. If you've seen my rush and smash video, a big part of that is when you rush with Prime, will the bots follow? And even in today's war, I was doing a war and I was like, I think I could rush this base, but I'm not going to chance it because if things go wrong and the bots run the wrong way, I'm done for. Whereas I actually said this when Nosecone came out, and I was kind of ridiculed a bit. And I said that in certain circumstances, Nosecone, even back when he was as he is, can be one of the most OP bots in the game. And people laughed at that and was like, oh, you're talking nonsense, Wozza. But it's because at the minute, walls are mainly used for pathing purposes, to path your bots into kill boxes, into certain positions, to detach your tanks away from your gunners and healers, to make your healers run off, to get killed by other defenses. The walls are used for pathing. This bot eradicates that. If you struggle with pathing around these bases with walls, and you know the bases what I'm talking about, and I'll show you an example. So when you see bases with walls like this, where the nearest target is this cannon, and the bots walk all the way around to this cannon, and they're getting hit by mortars, MDSs, cannons, spider mines, outposts. You can simply just send Nosecode in through the wall, pathing issues, goodbye. None. No pathing issues. Excuse me. In terms of rush and smash, going through a wall for 3 ability points to then just rush up the side, unbelievably good. Unbelievably easy. So is this bot a war bot? Yes. Is it more survivability or better than pipes? No, I'm not too sure. You can get pipes into position faster. Is he better than Grimlock? He's cheaper than Grimlock slightly. Reflects more damage back, more survivability than Grimlock. Obviously doesn't have any kind of G1 core, which Grimlock does have. So probably on par with Grimlock for different reasons. Probably more damage from Grimlock, more survivability from Nosecone, cheaper. But there's still work to be done with Nosecone, whereas Grimlock is done. That is it now. He's no further from. He's got the G1. So yeah, I'm quite impressed with Nosecone. I think he's really good. I think the 4-star version is really good. I think the 5-star version is really good. Is the 5-star worth going for? And I've actually said this to everyone I spoke to about this. If this event was in the 4th week of the saga, I would be going for the 5-star. If this was in January, I'd be going for the 5-star. With it being so close to Black Friday, so close to Christmas, so close to being after an endurance, I'm not going to bother, sadly. And it's not because I don't want the bot. I actually like the bot, and I do want the bot. But 70k, so close to these events, sad as a no-go for me. And I think that's a lot of the people's consensus. It's not about the bot. It could be one of the best bots in the game, but you know, it's a bit close to everything else. But you know, I'm still impressed with him. I still think he's really good. I'm glad what we've done with him. Let me know what you guys think. The 4-star is still viable. If you want to, you're prepared to level it. Obviously, at lower levels, it will still be very good. I just like the fact that we talk about Grimlock and comparing him, but don't forget Grimlock's got a G1 core. Nose Cone has nothing there at all. You can put Liege on Nose Cone and avoid Liege core. You can put a healing core on him, whatever you want to. But with a Grimlock, you have his G1, and that is that. So, decent, good bot, worth going for, just not right now. So, yeah. Let me know what you guys think. Go and test it, give it a go, and let me know in the comments. So look at the question. Andrew Stevenson, I like the range is bigger and the cost reduction. Yeah, me too. Vincent Lee, Nose Cone is not a war bot in my view. The best war bot is Grimlock of this lot. Probably. Yeah, maybe. Nose Cone is better than Grim. I think they're on par for different reasons. I do. Chris Harmon, 70k is not bad. I can do 70k on a Friday. Quick crying. Andrew Stevenson, I would have tried at 50k. The most I've scored is 34k, but 70 to 88k is just out of reach. If you do 34k free to play, then literally a $20 bundle would get you there to 50k. But that's what I mean. Like, they could put this within touching distance to a lot of people. And for me, and I sort of said this today, that it's not new content. You know, it's old content. The 5-star is new, granted, never reworked, but it is still old content. So it's not cost them much to do this really, other than Dale's time. There's been no extra programming really. So I don't understand why they can't put 50k. And you know what? If they said, you know what, we're going to do Nose Cone at 50k because we know it's not a new bot, but we're just testing it. See what people think of these individual events. But the next one, if it is a new bot that we do this for, it won't be 50k, guys. It will be 70k. I'm quite accepting of that. I'll be like, right, okay, yeah, I get that. But sadly not. It did say he tried, but hey, it is what it is. Mr. Try Blood Strike. I don't want to keep going through different things and different, things. We can try another stream, but yeah. But I would put a Blood Strike on Nose Cone. I would. Free said in his stream, should have put him in Shannick store and use the individual endurance as combat endurance. I don't agree with putting him in the Shannick store because I've got 100k Shannicks, and I think a lot of people have got a lot of Shannicks just sat there. So it's just giving the bot away. I think it's a fine line between putting work into a bot and just giving it away, and putting work into a bot and saying, listen, it's there and achievable. Candyman, 70k isn't too much for a 5-star. No, it's not. Just not right now where it is, right in between endurance. Because I've just sort of started preparing for Christmas, things like that. So let's just prepare for Christmas, which is an expenditure. Just spend on the endurance, which is an expenditure. Black Friday, which will be an expenditure. So just a lot of things happening in a close proximity. That's all it is. She has to put a core on Nose Cone to boost his DPS. I wouldn't boost his DPS by percentage because he's got low DPS, so I wouldn't bother boosting his DPS. He's not there for damage. He's very slow, so he stays with the team. My Cronus comes to mind for sure. Maybe it will sort of stay with the team a bit more than Pipes will, but yeah. Penny Lancaster, why waste the age on Nose Cone? He's slow and DPS is low, so even hacked, he won't do much in 10 seconds. Or the hack is 4. Yeah, but don't forget, if he is going into position to get hacked, then will the ability stop midway? No, I don't think it will. I don't know. Cyber Inferno will go for him. Have bots to level, and I'm glutton for punishment. Hit the combat events, even get you enough shards to get a 5-star combat for 50k. Yeah. Cool. Okay, next on the agenda, let's look at this new store, the new cyber store. There we go. So that is the new store. Welcome to the web store. So yes, this is not the store. It's obviously just a picture of the web store that Dale kindly enough to send to me. So obviously this is just available in Canada for now, where they're just testing it on a small portion of people, and then they will obviously push that out to a wider audience. So that is the main thing. Then we have the Mega Rare bundle. So obviously this is an example of what's in the store, I presume, right now. So you can see there that you generally get the same sort of things, but you get a bonus couple of crystals, bonus shards, bonus spark, and bonus total spark crystals. So if I'm honest here, on first look from this, I was like, is that it? 2 crystals, 50 shards? 50? Who's going to even bother about 50 shards? 2,000 spark and 2 total spark crystals. And I weren't really that impressed, but I did think, but you know what? You're spending the same amount of money you would, but getting a tiny bit extra. But it's not the massive positivity I thought it would get from it. I thought we'd get a bit more than that. I thought it'd either be cheaper or we'd get at least a quarter of more things. So I thought you'd get an extra 10 crystals maybe. I thought you'd get an extra 250 shards. I thought you'd get an extra 10k spark. And I thought you might get, I don't know, maybe another extra bot power coach or something like that. I thought about an extra 25%, because for me, my understanding is that they're not going to be paying Google for this. They're not going to be paying Apple for this purchase. So it's the whole money goes to SpaceX, the whole portion of it. And you got to think that people say sometimes that, you know, it's only resources, and I agree with that, and I don't. That to give extra doesn't cost SpaceX any money. They have got to be careful of the economy. Is 10 extra crystals going to break the economy? No, it's not. Is 2 crystals going to make people flock to this store? Not really. I'd probably use it instead of, but it's not going to excite me. I'm not now sat here going, oh, I can't wait for this store. I'm like, yeah, 2 crystals, 50 bonus shards, 2,000 spark, and total spark crystals. It's not a lot, is it? But it is something extra for your money. Next up, so we've got the bigger bundle at $249, where you will get 650 crystals. So obviously the bigger bundles you buy, the more you will get. You do get an extra 33 crystals. Even 650 shards you get with the $250 bundle. That is ridiculous. Like, that's just stupid if you ask me. Extra 32k spark is alright, and 40 total spark crystals. But for $250, I expect a lot more. And these are the attack bundles, so these I am quite interested in. You get 1,500 extra coins, which is like an extra run of cells, which is not too bad. An extra 25 cells, an extra 20 total spark crystals for $100. That's not too bad, because obviously cyber coins and cells are a lot more valuable, so they're not too bad. I would still make it 10%. That's 5% right now. I'd still make it 10%. I think 10% extra would be perfect in my view. And then there is the super welcome packs. You can see there you get 47 5-star shards, 47 combat shards, 40. Why have they got 41 prems? It just seems weird. And then some other things as well for $9.99, and obviously it goes up to double that for $20, and you get one of each. And then you've got the $40 one where you get 185-star shards, and I don't know why do you get 9 5-star shards? It's literally 5%. They're giving you 5% extra. I just think it should be 10%. I think 10% is better, but 9 is just very weird. Why not round it up to 20? Just even make it 10% at 18 shards just seems very weird. Just make it 200 shards. Just round it up. It's only available once. So, yeah, all in all, yeah, I'm looking forward to this store. It's something extra for our money than what we're getting already. So fair play to SpaceX for coming up with this and sort of going ahead with it. Will I be using it? Yes. I'm excited about it. not as much as I thought I would be. I thought I'd be a lot more excited. I thought we'd get a bit more better value. But something that Dale has said they are trying to do, which I am super, super happy about, and I hope it does come to fruition, is that if you've played Clash of Clans or Clash Royale, you can get a code from a content creator and you put that in, and then a portion of that will go to the content creator. And he said they are planning on doing that. So whenever you spend money in the shops, you would then put a code in from my channel, and that would give me something back. Just a way to support me by doing that. I'm not too sure if it gives you some sort of discount or not something. I'm not too sure how it's going to work, but I am excited that we're getting something back. For a long time, I sort of spoke to the apes about, if you remember JT's old business, he was actually paid from Space Ape to develop content. Now, the only real thing we get from Space Ape is, I would say, an ear, so we can talk to them direct a bit more than most people, and a test account. That is all. We don't really get promoted much on social media anymore. Not much promotion, newsletters and things like that. We don't get much promotion wise. So it'd be good to have something else. And this is probably the biggest step they've actually made. I think they can still make big strides to help content creators, to give them more. But I'm happy that they're doing this, and hope it works out. So I'll keep you guys in tune and let you know how it's going to work when it comes about. I'm kind of glad that they're giving something back to content creators, and hopefully it will encourage more people to become content creators, put more content out, and hopefully we can advertise a bit more the game by doing that, having more content creators. So yeah, excited for it to come, excited what they can do with it, hoping this is not a finished article and they're going to improve a bit more. And I think at 10% I can push that and I can say, listen, this is worth buying. But whether I'm getting a code or not, as always, guys, I will always be honest with you guys with my, obviously, valuations and what I think of these bundles regardless. But yeah, look out for the code, hopefully coming eventually. And I hope the store should be up and running soon. And I hope you get some better value out of your money, guys. So yeah. Let's have a look at some of the questions. Dale's put, all going well, it should be here for the nose cone event, hopefully. Tony B, that's pretty weak to have to go to a website to get the bundle. 10 more crystals would have been better than 2. Mercy Test put, I wish drill was blue like Victory. The purple has always thrown me off for some reason. Tony B, you just said 10 crystals and I was thinking the same thing. 10 extra crystals, not 2. Tony B, 10% extra, way better. I'll try, and there's no way I'm buying anything in this game for $265. If I do it better, it better come with a t-shirt, pizza and beer. For $265, I want more than that even. Tony B, okay, that's cool. I would definitely do that just to help you out. I presume putting codes in for that. But yeah, I'm hoping you can get something back as well. I'm hoping. So yeah. Action where hopefully they will tweak the amounts. It's still in testing. Hopefully. That's great. They can help content creators. Dr. Claw in the chat. Dr. Claw back in the game? No way. So I'm glad of that. Really am. So Dr. Claw put, get better soon. Was I'm alright. I'm not too bad. Hi Dale. Thanks for your recent videos. Good for all players returning to the game. Please tell me back in the game, bud. So Dr. Claw was in PsyOps back when we used to do leaderboards together. And this is the guy, literally guys. I spoke on my channel before about when I was trying to get 10k out of my account, and I was getting like 9.5, 9.7k. And this guy literally was doing 12k in an hour in those leaderboards, which is absolutely mental scoring. I can get nowhere near that. And I don't want to do him disjustice. Dr. Claw, what was your record in those endurance, not endurance, I think endurance, in those leaderboards? Yeah, 504k, guys. Wow, that is mental. Right? I know people are gonna say, yeah, but he's just throwing money at it. But the time, trust me, the time it takes to do 500k, guys, is mental. Absolutely mental. And honestly, cap off to this guy. He's a great guy, massive advocate for the game, and I'm super pleased. This is what we want, guys. We want all players like this coming back to the game. So super pleased to see Dr. Clark going back. There's a few other people I'd love to come back to the game, but no, time will tell. But Dr. Clark will know all the people I'm on about. Obviously, the likes of Spar, and the likes of Andy, and all those sort of guys. So yeah, it'd be cool to get the old crew back together again. So yeah, good to see you back to the game, bud. Make sure you hit Dale up about your free 5-star. So yeah, don't forget about that for coming back to the game. I'm sure Dale will sort you out anyway. But good to see you, buddy. We'll talk again. Hit me up online. Oh, still saying line Discord, bud. So hit me up and we'll have a chat. Good to see you. Cool. So last off, wanted to talk about some war attacks that I've obviously done. So let's just switch scenes a minute. Oops. Let's try again. This was set up, but hey. So, first attack up. Let me just I just got to do some little jiggling, guys, because I did a new one to this not too long ago. So what we've got now, I've got that one. I'm going to add a new one a minute. New media source, 3. Okay, browse. Give me a sec, sorry guys. Okay, cool. Okay, we'll go with number 1 first. So looking at this base. So look at this base. You're sort of seeing these designs a lot recently, and what you're finding is obviously that you've got all the resource buildings at the bottom, all the walls in the middle, and all the defenses up top. Now I've shown you some ways of sort of beating these bases with the walls and defenses up top, where the likes of Sitscorn and Sea Spray can reach from the bottom. Now the problem with this is they can't reach the top section from the bottom section, so that attack is no longer viable. So a really cool way to do this. But if we just why is it off the media source? There we go. A minute, hang on. Just need to adjust this a minute. I wonder why it was off. Still too big. There we go. Cool, that's better. So, really hard to sort of beat these bases using your 6-gun from the launch pad. So what you need to do is you need to sort of path. So we started off, we've got Rook, we've got a gunner, just taking out. And what I did was, I tried putting Rook here with the idea that he's going to walk around. And Rook couldn't quite get into this sort of pocket here where I wanted him. So I put Rook there and wanted to walk around, but if you look, he actually walked back down again, so that didn't work out. So I actually wasted them points, but you get points back with the bottom section. But then once we got Rook in range around here, once we could get him into that section, then he walks around. Because these defenses are gone, now he can walk around. The idea is I want to pop through these outposts up here, and I want to bring these outposts and battle them down here away from defenses. Don't try and battle combiners and battle bots while getting hit by defenses and try and take out defenses. There's just too much going on all at once. You're not going to kill defenses while you're killing them outpost bots. So you want to try and battle them separate if you can. Destroy defenses and then battle combiners and outposts in that way, that gap where you destroyed them. Or you can just try and drag them away. So in this instance, try and drag them away from the top section. You see there, we pop the hack. Hack comes down. Then we pop combiner. Because of all these walls in the middle, the combiner is actually going to walk around the outside, which is massively beneficial to us. Because then we could just do damage to this top section here. Take a big section out. I use his force out ability to take out any pesky build bots, so I put it in the middle there to try and take out these 2 build bots on this side. See there, a lot of damage on this side here. A few bots are walking off, but it's okay. Bumblebee can do a bit of damage up there, but we're battling away from all the defenses. You can see there, the majority of the defenses, majority of the bots are away from any of the kill boxes. The walls are designed to make the gunners sort of go everywhere and see, but because most defenses are down, because most of our bots are away from all the defenses, then they're fine just being down there and just pounding away. And then it literally is just a case of finishing these last 2 outpost bots off, going to HQ, and HQ down. Nice and easy. Next up, we have this base. So we've seen sort of similar to these bases quite a lot before. Again, resources down, and then walls and defenses up top. And so what this base is trying to do is trying to force you to come through the middle with all these defenses hitting you. Warriors are not going to do much damage against all these within walls, so it's just trying to slow your warriors down and take your gunners hitting damage. But we've used this tactic again. Always drop 1 bot first, 1 gunner, and then whatever gunner you're going to use to clear this section. So in my case, I've dropped Skids. He hits any mines. He's there just to do damage, while Sit's gun uses the ability to take out some key defenses. So there we are using Sit's gun. So we're literally going to use as many uses of Sit's gun as we can on this top section, while this bottom section is just giving us more and more points. So you see that, and why I'm taking these out with Sit's gun as well is to make sure they don't get attracted from the bottom here upwards. What happens is if you leave these intact, they will literally just walk up to here. Now, because we're trying to avoid that middle section, we've dropped Prime and we're literally going to rush our bots up the side here. Now, some bots do go around the outside. I think a couple of these bots do. At least one, maybe. So there we go. They've rushed up the side there. I'm trying to avoid this whole section, avoid its combined, but I'm pretty sure Sit's gun goes on the inside, I think. And there we go. With the second rush, Sit's gun does rush inside and pop them all, but we're already in the top section. Oops. We're already in the top section up there. So you can see now that we've avoided a lot of this. We popped the combiner with Sit's gun, it's fine, but we're already at the HQ and we've not even popped the combiner yet. So now we're going to pop the combiner, and probably could have took this base on actually without using the combiner. We're not going to chance it. So we're going to trap the defenses down here, do some damage, keep them down here. Now the combiner's died. We've got all our bots hitting the HQ because we cleared this previously. And there we go, HQ down with the combiner outpost bot still intact, but because I dragged them away, they're not going to stop us from killing the HQ. Nice and easy. Next up, just done that one. Done that one. Why is it not working? Ah, I've done the wrong one. Hang on. Apologies. Give me a second, guys. Okay. Give me a second. Here we go. Ah, here we go. So, this base is from this last war we did with Scorched. So the idea behind this base is obviously to sort of drag you into sort of this kill box in here. If you sort of just drop Rook, it's either going to come down here and then try pound on this wall and get stuck, or it's going to walk around, pop in the combiner, pop in the outpost. But what we've done here is we've dropped 2 gunners just to sort of clear this bottom section. We're going to use Sea Spray to clear a path. We dropped a healer to keep them alive, and then once they've done a bit of damage there, then we're going to drop Rook on this side. What we're going to do is, we're not going to use Rook's Hollow, we're not going to use ability points, we're going to use Shield Drawn to do that for us. So as Rook gets in range, look, he can't transform, but he's dropped Shield Drawn down, popping the Combiner, popping the Outpost. Now, yes, our bots are getting dragged into this section here, but we've done a lot of damage around here, so they can withstand a bit of damage. What we're going to do is we're going to drop our Combiner nice and early. So we'll tuck this section out here with Roadbuster and with Brainstorm. So yeah, we took this section out with Brainstorm and Roadbuster, and then we drop the Combiner. Now we're going to use Combiner to take out this left section here and hopefully some build bots as well. So Titan Blast on the build bot, take this section out. And what we actually end up doing is I actually try and take this section out and do as much damage as I can. But because the Combiner is just in close proximity, we actually end up killing the Combiner as well, which is a bit of a bonus. So it means it drags them away from this outpost a bit. So as we just get the last ability off there, you can see that kills the Combiner, does a job. So what we do here as well is, so as our Combiner dies, I actually rush pipes up here to pop this outpost to drag our bots up this way, away from this outpost. We want to keep them away from here if we can. One less outpost makes it that bit quicker. So you see there, Rook to pop Destrosaurus. So yeah, I use Rook, sorry, not pipes. Then we use pipes. Then we use pipes again because we know it's going to be Twin Twist. And it is Twin Twist. And you see there, the bots are all pathing towards these outpost bots now. We put pipe back down again because it starts hitting the sharks rather than pipes. Just need to attract in 2 pipes. And then literally it's just a walk to the HQ. Nice and easy. So as you can see from all them replays, guys, it's just taking out key sections before you go into the kill box. Don't just try and go in there and just kill everything, guys. Try and take sections out before you go and battle the Combiners, before you battle the outpost bots. There's nothing worse than seeing people just sort of dropping all their bots, walking into a base and trying to withstand the Combiner ability, the bot abilities, the MDS hitting you and Liege being there and defenses hitting you. Think to yourself, even if you think you can withstand it, just think to yourself, I won't withstand all that. How can I make it so there's less hitting me? Is it taking the Combiner out of the equation? Is it taking the outpost bot out of the equation? Not just their abilities, but their HP. That slows you down while defenses hit you. Can you take a close section of the base out to stop them hitting your bots? So before you attack a base, guys, just think to yourself, can you sort of separate those two things, defenses and Combiner and outposts, and attack one at a time to make it a bit easier on yourself so your bots survive? Obviously, the build bots are a big point as well. Love 4-star mining the boss's ability for that. It can take at least 2 outposts. It can take at least 2 build bots out in close proximity, even not that close really. So really, really good bot, and why I use Magnaboss a lot in wars. Cool. And then to finish off, we're going to do one last war attack. So we'll do our war attack completely live. Dr. Claude, those are the days. Oh, they weren't the days. It's a lot it's a lot easier now, endurance. Oh, here we go. Let's see how our bots, let's see how our base upholds. So you can see there, they tried using blur. Laser Optimus making short range of that. Blur's down. So they're going to use Elita to sack. There's Twin Twist. Don't think it's going to go too good for this. Just hacked with blades. That's pretty good, you know, hacking the outpost bots with blades. That's quite clever. Because they are quite high HP bots. Quite high DPS bots. This is obviously a bot that is targeting here. Probably Twin Twist or something. A lot of defenses still intact, including Liege and Megatronus, though, on there, currently healing. Thanks to my Cronus, the shield gen still intact. He's using a lot of ability points here at the start, which is quite worrying. And don't forget, this is not on hard mode or Prime League. I don't think it's just on 16 normally. So I think he's used too many ability points at the start. And don't forget, once the combiner dies, all these defenses are going to be invulnerable. Because that is what Skyrain, aka Galvatronus, does. You see there, even the outpost bots are indestructible. And there's that nice little ability from T2 Meg's freezing bots. And literally, he's left with Sea Spray, which is not going to last too long now. And there we go. And he can use Fort Max as much as he wants, but he's not getting close to HQ. He's got his high HP buildings and stuff. Especially with my Cronus there as well. Medal for me, yay! Mercenary Terror, 500k. I didn't even know it was physically possible to even have the mental power to sit through all those battles and get there in the first place. I know. The grind is real. The grind is real. Hey, Cheeto, good to see you, buddy. Andrew Stevenson, any thoughts on Skyrain or Ruination? Which is better, or 30s and why? Skyrain max, but Ruination only 3-star level 1. He's staying level 1, so I get the 4-star. Ruination was good in test. Obviously, you can't really tell that on live. It's slightly different. Skyrain is good. I just prefer Magna Boss, but I prefer Skyrain on defense. But it's hard to tell. You find that certain combiners work on certain base types and certain bases. I didn't really like Computron on this base. It just was too easy to pop and avoid. So I prefer Skyrim because there's a lot of defenses in the back here that I would rather him protect and make invulnerable. So combiner choice is very important. So we're attacking G1 Psyops. So a lot of the old crew. Is Dr. Claw in there? Are you in Psyops? That'd be interesting. Oh, shame. But yeah, we're attacking our Zuma. So as always, guys, there's no detriment to anyone's bases because we do beat a lot of bases. But if we do drop them, that's pretty good base. So yeah, we've seen this base design quite a bit. It is a good design, but hopefully we can get through it quite easily. So the idea is that we're gonna drop skids and sits gun down below. We're gonna take a lot of this base out. Drop the other combats to the other bots to the side. Even use Sea Spray on this section up here. Then we are gonna walk through the middle. We're gonna take this out with the usual combo of Brainstorm and Roadbuster, and it should leave a few of these things up top. We're going to pop the outpost, hopefully, so we'll have to put Rook around here. And then we're going to put the combiner and then finish it off, hopefully. That is the plan. Let's see if that works. Oh, dear. So I always put my bots in order of what I'm going to deploy them. So Rooks and Sid's gun as usual. Then we're going to put down Minerva. She got some points back as well because she has Alpha Trion on, so she will get some points back. Then on the other side, we're going to drop Sea Spray a bit later on, along with Pipes to protect him. And then we're going to drop Pipes, and then we're going to drop... who else have I forgotten now? Who else have I forgotten? Oh, Brainstorm. And then we're going to drop Roadbuster last because his pattern is quite awful, but we do need to get him in place. Cool. Combiner, always Magna Boss. I could just buy all 13 from the Shannick store, so I'm not too fussed. And let's go. So as usual, I'm not gonna if I drop them too high, they're gonna walk upwards. So I'm not gonna drop them too high. Just gonna drop them there like this. Not quite in range, but it's okay. We'll drop Minerva just behind as well, just to keep them healing. Not gonna drop Sea Spray just yet. Not quite in range. It's disappointing. Now he is. Now we'll drop Sea Spray. And then we can wait till he takes that out there. Drop the rest of the team over here. And again, we're going to drop Sitsgun over here. Do a lot of damage. We're at 40, but it's alright. And we're going to use Sea Spray up there as well. Just do a bit of damage up there. We'll use Rock's Hollow to just to put on the front there. He'll walk up. Then we can do that on there. Pipes around the wrong way, so we're going to have to send him in a minute. This is going all wrong. What we can do is send pipes into there. We just need Robust to get unstunned there. This is not good. This is not good at all. There we go. We might have just saved it, I think. Might just have. And get rid of the age coat. I think we've done it. Now we just need to get these dark pole spots down quickly before Pipes dies. Oof. Good base. That just went terribly wrong. So glad we could pull it out of the bag. As you see there, all you need to do is have a one bot walk off, another bot gets stunned, and it can cause absolute havoc. So good base design. So if you're looking at base design, guys, it's a really good base. But we beat it regardless. We crack on to base 3, and yeah, we carry on. Yeah, it was close, very close. And that is it for today's stream. So I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Don't forget to hit a like on the video before you leave. As always, guys, like I said, we covered some really important topics, and the best way to never miss a topic ever again is to be a member. So yeah, plenty of content coming, guys. Like I said, I am organizing an interview hopefully with Dale early next year, where we'll have questions from our members live. So debating what to do with that, but it definitely will be something where the members will be able to ask questions. Whether people that are not members will be able to watch it, but we're not ask questions, not decided yet. Whether it's just a members only stream, not decided yet. But like I said, if you're a member, you can be happy knowing you can join that interview and ask questions as well. So that'll be hopefully early next year. So looking forward to that. And as always, covering all the new topics, the new bots coming out and everything else. So cannot wait. So thanks for watching, guys. Hope you enjoy your weekend. Have a good, nice, chilled out event for the Nose Cone event. See you next Thursday, and peace out, guys.